objective when you sign up for my session. I just want to make it quick because I'm not normal teacher where they focus on grammar, repeat on pronunciation or some stuff like that. I'm just more focused on critical thinking. Maybe we can discuss about what you've been doing with your schoolwork and maybe some issue that you currently have. And by doing that, I'm trying to get you more engaged into learning English rather than handing out homework to you.
Yes.
Okay. So can you, yeah, can you please let me know your objective first when you sign up a session with me? So what is your goal when you want to sign up a session with me?
Oh, yes. My goal, once I joined ABVN, I want to be um, a, I want to use English more natural. Because before I joined ABVN, I my speaking is not good, and I afraid when I say in English. But uh, and I've like learning English, so I want to improve my English skill that I can communicate with foreign teacher, with foreign people, and I can go to travels anywhere. I can use English in my daily life in my in the working on the in study. Yes, in study.
Okay, so just that's fine. Just a heads up, during our session, normally I may speak English in a really fast pace. If you do not understand anything, just ask me and I'll repeat myself. Or if you do not understand anything and is when I try to explain it, it's hard for you to understand, just keep asking. Just asking until you understand it. I do not really mind if I have to repeat myself multiple times. That's fine with me.
Yes,
Cool.
I will.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm maybe trying to have a lightly touch with what about the issue that you currently have at the moment that you want to share with me or you want to talk with me, discuss with me? Whether or not you want my opinion is up to you. I just want to make it easier for you. I'll just share with you first, just to be fair. So I'll just give you some my weak point to you first. The reason why I wanted teaching in ABVN is just learn how to explaining things for all the students, and it helped my mental health. So during normal conversation like this, it kind of release some stress, and then it helped me to practice in explain thing because normally when I explain thing to other people, I'm kind of have the idea that the other person already know what I already know. So when I'm going through the explaining process, I'm kind of skip a lot of thing out of the picture, lead to the other person kind of do not understand what I'm trying to say or what I'm talking about. Is that
Yes.
does that make any sense? No?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Okay. What part that I was saying that you do not understand?
And you said that when you teach in ABVN, that's make your mental health is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you do not understand that?
Oh, when you discuss the problem with the student, and you find a real solution, and you help them, and you feel better. Yes.
No, not really. So the reason why I want to discuss problem with you sometime when because I used to be at your age. So I know something going wrong with you. There might be a lot of things that you cannot talk with other people. So when you this happened to me when I was young, right? I have an issue. I want to talk with my friend, and when I talk to my friend, I expect them to listen.
mm,
I do not expect them to give me the solution, right? So it kind of let it keep happening over time. Then I'll shut myself. I do not want to share my problem with them anymore. So I just kind of like move on with my life. And when I'm
mm,
saying that when I teaching at ABVN, it's helped my mental health is because I have somebody to talk with. It have a genuine conversation, and I'm not sure that you care about me, but I actually care about you, and I want to know your issue rather than right now. Apart from my family, normally when I talking outside, it's more about business. It doesn't say that I
mm,
do not really care about my coworker, but it at some level. It's the level is really different when I talk to you. I'm talking to you like you are a friend of mine, or you're my student of mine.
mm.
So it's a different way. So it helped my mental release stress a lot. So is that making any sense? Is it make it clearer?
Yes, I understand. I get it. And
Okay.
I see that I'm I am the same with you. I'm the listener. I'm the only listener. When my friend they have problems and they said to me, but when I have problems, I often keep in my my mind. I don't share with anything. Yes.
Right. It right. Okay. Go ahead. Rather shut my mouth. I'll wait for you to say rather than I'm saying anything. I'll maybe discuss about my opinion later, but I'll rather shut myself at the moment to listen to you. Go ahead.
Uh, we can talk about what?
Okay. So do you have any issue that you have at the moment? Such as you struggling with your homework, there's some skill that you're lacking or lacking some kind of confidence or anything else you want to discuss, like that you have problems at the moment, or we can move up to something else, or you can explain what kind of work that you do at the moment, uh, more about what are you studying and explain it to me. I don't want to know about Vietnamese because I was raised and born in Vietnam, so we can cut that part out.
Mm.
So I'm more
Yeah.
focused about you, not me.
Yeah. Sorry. Um, I think I lack of confidence.
Okay.
I have read many books, listened many motivations video, but I also feel that I lack of confidence. That's
Why do
my
you
big issue.
why do you feel like that?
Because like for example, when teachers ask a questions, maybe I know the answer, but
Yep.
I feel that I feel that maybe it's wrong, so I can I I that I not confident to raise my hand to answer, and when the teacher um, said um, when the teacher said mm, they make a answer that is right with um, that is the same as I think. I feel so.
Right.
I yes, I feel regret. I feel so regret. Yeah, and a lot of a lot of situations in my life. Because some idea. That I make. I have an idea, so I don't talk to my team. My team's work. And and the and another team they have uh, this similar with my idea. Oh,
Right.
so as a lot of I don't think of anything else, but I feel I'm not confident. And maybe sometimes I have a sometimes I want to say this, I want to explain my so sorry, I don't think. Sorry.
That's right. You
Yes,
can restart.
when
You can
yes,
restart.
mm, yeah, that song.
Oh, come on, restart. Tell me again. It's like you were trying to say, and then you said, "Oh shit." I
Mm,
forget what I'm trying to say. No, you can restart. That's fine. I have no issue with that.
mm, but the biggest issue is lack of confidence in online learning or in learning online or in the classroom. I always feel that not confident in my answer and um, um and once I go out with my friend, hang out, we go to somewhere to have yes, and my mind thinking that I need to make friends, foreigners, because I live in Da Nang, and when I come to Hoi An, a lot of foreigners people in Hoi An. So I want to make friends and say hello to them. Yes, to improve my English. But when I go with my friend, I feel so shy, embarrassed. So I don't. Yes, yes, lack of confidence. Um, Another still situations um, yes we have a event um or a meeting in online and when the host need to some member share their feeling or their expression yes and I prepare a paragraph a passage to tell to um, to express my feeling, but at that time I feel so not I feel a lack of confidence. So this speak I don't make any speech. Do you understand?
Been there, done that. I know. Nah, that's fine. So, do you have any plan to stop that from happening again? Are you still in the process of improving it?
Improving it.
No. Do you have any plan to stop that
Any
from
point?
happening again? No. Do you
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
new
yeah,
plan? Yep.
yeah.
So, what are your
Um,
plans?
not a plane, but I think I need to try it.
How?
I um just do it.
Yeah, that a good
Cause
mental that a good mental strategy to do it.
yeah, you know what? I'm a optimist person. Um, mm, Whenever I feel nervous or stressed or happy, I always smile. Um, mm, no, but so I can struggle with and with everything. But when because I'm so young, the stress I don't have any I don't have many stress. So my life just study, study and study, not anything. So yeah. So yeah, yeah, that's all.
No, that's good. That's really good that you realize that you actually realize that at the moment you only studying, and you do not have any
Mm,
stress. So that's good. That's a good realization. So
mm, but no, because in my generations, we are active.
yeah.
Yeah, I see my friend. They take part in a lot of activities. They do a part-time job. They turn in many club in the school. Yeah, but and I look at myself and I see I don't have anything, but um I don't feel I am envy. I just admire them and I need to I I um, just make myself better than yesterday. Yeah.
What book have you been learning? What book have you been reading?
What book?
Tell me your favorite
Mm,
book. I'm surprised that you're saying those words.
I say I look no 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 I read many kind of book uh, uh um economic book uh or uh, a poem or no I can um, I don't know what's in the English name of this book.
Tell me the Vietnamese name of the book.
Vietnamese? Oh yes. I read when um do you understand Vietnamese?
Oh, come on. I was born and raised there for like 18 years of my life. I know.
Yes, I read the book is um yeah let me remember nếu tôi biết được khi tôi còn 20.
Okay, it sounds strange to me, but yeah.
um mm, Think Grow and Rick uh Think and Rick Grow. um I feel so shy to
That's right. You
tell
can
you.
Google. You can Google what kind of book, and then you can send it to me. I don't want to torture your memory. I've kind of maybe have the idea of what book you're talking about. Think and
uh,
Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. Is it?
yeah, yes,
Napoleon Hill? Is that the one?
yeah,
Okay.
yes. Dare to Win.
Yep.
Um,
It's that good books.
Maybe so. Oh, and how to influence people.
Yep. And make friends.
Yeah. Oh, um,
Well, just a warning, when you're reading that book, if you not understand the perspective of the author, you might misunderstand it. It's just a slightly warning there.
hmm,
And try to reading in English because there was time when I a bit boring, so I'm fine. A book that being translated to Vietnamese, and when I read it in Vietnamese, it's feel weird. It's like to not sell like it, but when I read the English version, it's a completely different version.
oh,
Mind blowing. Yeah, so reading book is one thing, but how are you gonna apply it to your life is another thing. So words sound great, but you have to have the courage to do that. But I believe you. How are you at the moment? If you do, no, what year are you on at the moment?
what year?
Yep. What year are you studying at the moment? High
Uh,
school,
I'm
university?
uh, yes, I'm a university student. I'm third years. Yes.
Third year university. You look like a high school student.
Yeah, on small people said that to me.
You look like year 12, year 11 or year 12. You know why? Because the way I'm not gonna judge you, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking from listening to what you've been saying to me. What you say it sounds nice on the paper. It sounds like you do not have enough experience. Is that making sense?
Yes, I know it.
Yeah. So don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, your lack of confidence. So potentially start to do it. Start to check do it. Yeah.
Um,
I think the part that you join IBVN is one of the first few steps that's good for you. Yeah, but thinking of maybe joining club or do whatever, do part-time job, I think it's gonna enrich your life experience and it's gonna enhance your experience. Um, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm really surprised that you say you're a third year student.
Yes, as I know you're right. But um because I'm afraid of anything else, so I can try to do anything else, but I will change. Yes, I will change.
Okay, so now the question is just a side question. So most of the time when I have this kind of conversation with students that have lack of confidence skill, so normally they do not come naturally. It because of their living or studying environment. Basically stemming from their family first, then going to school. So when I kind of have a lack of confidence because when I was young, well, my mom, my dad yell at me a lot. They expect me to get highest achievement. If you get low achievement, they're gonna talk you with like half a ton, just like looking with you half an eyes. Jesus, it's not good. So that one of the reason is affect my confidence when I was young. But when I move out and live by myself, start to experience shit in life, and people start to treat me like shit, and start to do everything by myself. Just have the courage to do it because, well, one, I have to survive. Second, again, I have to taken care of my family. Keep that in mind, and then I have the fortunate to help kind people that help me move me forward. And one of the most important thing that helped me that I listen to audiobook and reading book. So that kind of accelerate my learning curve, and yeah, it's helped me a lot. But
Yeah.
but by saying that, when you read a book about a kind of fish, its illustration of fish in the book, it's gonna be different when you're actually looking at the fish yourself. Does that make any
hmm
sense? So
Yes, yes, I know, I know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
A fish in the ocean.
No, what I'm trying to say, so if you read the book, that book
Yeah,
talking about catfish, catfish or golden fish. Do you know golden
yeah,
fish?
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yes, I know.
So what I'm trying to say, if you're reading a book, they discuss about and then they illustration about golden fish. Okay, it
Mm,
sounds nice, but you might misunderstand what a golden fish is about until you're actually looking at it, right? So reading books is good. It gives you free knowledge. It kind of equip you. So let's say you read book about how to deal with some certain situation. Let's say you cut your hand or you have your arm being cut off. You're reading a book
yeah,
how to treat it
yeah.
beforehand. It kind of have the knowledge. You being equipped with knowledge to deal with the cutting hand. But when you experience with the hand being cut, well, that's different story. You're gonna be freaked out for like a couple of seconds for a moment before your knowledge kick in what you have to do, what you need to do in that moment. Sorry, but yeah, it's good talking with you. So, do you want to tell me what you've been working on at the moment, what you're studying about, and what maybe what essay or research or what kind of topic that you really want to discuss with me?
I am studying the Chinese Mandarin and
Chinese.
some, yeah, Chinese and something about the business. Yeah. Uh,
Okay, go on. I'm listening.
oh, yes. And in the I am actually I want to have a research. I want to do a research. Oh, yeah. But I don't think of any topic when I can pick a topic to do research with my friend, and I'm so um I am the person. My mind and my actions is not the same. Is not like I think one way, but I do it in another way. Uh, I don't want to explain.
No,
I,
it's kind of you just say something that typical a girl or a woman you're gonna do. Normally, woman or girl they say one thing, they normally do the opposite.
yes.
I'm not surprised by that. It's just funny. It's just like describe what woman thinking what they're gonna do.
Yeah. I want to do a research, but I don't do anything about it. I don't think a topic. I don't find the teachers. I don't search for some material. Yeah, yeah. Uh, just like example, just for example, I want to wake up early, like 5 a.m. in every morning, but I sleep until 7 a.m. Yeah, a lot of things that mm, mm, not so not easy when as I think.
I'm curious. Why do you want to wake up at 5 a.m.?
Like I will have many time more time um to yes we can take meditation when
Yeah,
take
yeah, meditation. Yep, yep. I
yeah,
got what
that's
you mean. Yep.
meditation. Yeah, have breakfast, read a book, listen to English, yes, and reviews lessons before go to class. Yeah, something I can do in the morning, but I never do that. I have never.
So why do you have the idea of wake up at 5 a.m.? I'm just curious. You can wake up at
Oh,
7, you can do that. Well, let's say you meditation, you can meditation at any time during the day. You can meditation midday or in the evening. When you review your homework, you you can do it during at night. You don't have to do it really early in the morning.
yeah. I had the idea when I was the first year student. Just I see many successful people. This
Yeah, because I know where this is coming, but I really want to know specifically from you. So keep going. Successful people. Yeah.
and successful people they often wake up early and my uncle tell me that I I need to be responsible for my life. So
That wise.
um
No, I'll just say that a wise
why
recommendation.
I
Wise. Do you know what wise mean?
why
No, no. WISE. Wise.
WISE
WISE.
wise
Yep, that's a
yes
really
why
wise
yes
adjective.
you're wise
Not
yeah
wide, not fat. Not
yes why
not.
wise
It's a wise.
mm,
It's a wise
um
recommendation.
yeah and I think uh, and I think that's when we wake up early is better than we stay up late. Uh,
No, I'm just thinking because I have a completely different opinion, but I just want to hear what you're saying first before I discuss my point of view to you. So normally I actually wake up about 5, 6 in the morning, but for different reason because my work starting a bit early. So here, so here the thing, you do not need to wake up early to be successful. There are a lot of people that wake up late. Joe Rogan, he wake up about 7, 8, sometimes 9 in the morning. Let's say there are a few more than a white. Actually, the point is, you just need to help your enough sleep to help your body
mm,
recover. So normally, for a normal person, enough sleep is about 6.5 up to 8 hours. So let's say if you go to sleep about 9:30 at night, expect or at the result of that, you may be wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. Okay, if you go to sleep about 12, you wake up at 7 or 8.
mm,
Doesn't make any difference. Depend on how you started your day. The important thing is you have to keep your routine constantly stays constant, so you do not stress yourself out. One of my trick to help me improve my cognitive cognitivity is I'll just wake up at 5, work out, eat, read book, etc., etc., go to work, and I'm gonna have a 15-minute nap about 11 or 12. It's just to reset my mind, to clear my mind again, and I can learn more new things. So that how I structure my day around it. Well, you don't need to wake up at 5. If you go to sleep about 12, no way you're gonna be wake up at 5 at your age.
mm.
If you go to sleep about 12, wake up at 7, wake up at 8, that's fine. Also, another important thing is do not oversleep. Have you ever heard of oversleep?
Yes, oversleep.
Yep. So oversleep, you sleep more hours than your body needed. So what it does, it damages your cognitivity. So it makes yourself feel even more tired than you just have enough sleep. So it's just a sweet spot. So find some hour where you have enough sleep. You sleep just that exact hour, wake up and do it again. So you do not have to torture yourself. Let's wake up at 5 in the morning. No. So what time do you normally go to sleep?
What time? 12 p.m. or 11 p.m.
Say impossible.
Yes, but I want to uh, sleep more. Um, that's the I want to mean I want to sleep more early because it's not good for my health and my skin. Yeah, layer.
Okay. Yeah, you have a really good skin. You have a very bright skin. I can tell you that. No, I can give you that. Um, so why can't you go to sleep early?
Why?
Why can't you go to sleep early? You told me that you go to sleep about 12. You want to go to sleep earlier, but you can't. Why?
Yeah.
I know the
Um.
answer, but I just want to hear from you.
I have many times on the in the evening.
Yeah.
When I have dinner, after I have dinner, I spend some times on YouTube video or watching film,
Yep.
and I began to study at 8 p.m. Yeah, and in and during this time, sometimes I will look at my phone, see the new messages, stuff on the internet or the TikTok video or Facebook, and it's spend 30 or 20 minutes. Yeah, um, sometimes, and I feel that in the 5 p.m. to 11 or 12 p.m. I spend the time on not I spend time on studying not much as I think. And maybe the deadline the homework the assessment I don't I as I estimate it's about it's take a 1 hour or 30 minutes to complete it. But when I do it, I uh the time is longer is long
It's
than
fly.
I yeah so as I think and and it's 11 p.m. I my assessment is not complete so I need to complete and yeah, uh, that's all.
Yeah. So when you're saying something like that, is you call it time fly, and I do not really pay attention to it. Quiz is good, so I don't really blame you being like that. So when you when you actually focus to doing something, you forget everything. It means that you actually focus on doing that. It means that it's good. So when you're doing something but you like keep fidget yourself thinking about other things, it means that you do not focus on whatever you're doing. That is not good. So my point is, I have some kind of similar issue when I was your age. Like I use Facebook a lot. I watching YouTube a lot. I watching well, not TikTok, but I kind of I read manga, comic, and
Oh,
manhwa. Manhwa is kind of a version of comic, but in Korean. They draw it in
yes.
Korean side. They have color in there. So I spend a lot of my time doing all that stuff. I when I actually touching my phone, I read all that. I just keep scrolling.
Mm,
And time just gone.
yes,
So
I'm strong.
I actually in force like in iPhone it have a system where I can block Facebook and I put a time limit on the website that I normally go into. So at the moment, I cap myself as about 20 minutes a day for all of comic book website. If I read past 20 minutes, it's gonna block me. It's similar like this. Let's say if I put a tab on Facebook, it's showing something like this. I blocked myself from Facebook, so I
Oh,
can't log into it. Can't do anything about it. I only use the app just to message to my friend. This is how it's look like for a website that I read manga. So I read time limit.
oh,
So when
yeah.
it passed 20 minutes, block. It can't remind myself, you already spent about 20 minutes on this website already. Cut it off, dude. For YouTube actually I always leave it play in the background because I listen to a lot of random shit. For example, I'm reading to um, why Russian invasion into Ukraine failed on arrival. It's more about military battle analytic rather than some comedy thing or drama. Well, I cut myself off that. I'll just listen to most of the time non-fiction or
Not.
documentary. Yeah. Okay. What else? So that is my trick. Well, don't get me wrong. I've been there. It's happened to me as well. I have to use some of that restriction thing to restrict myself to get to save my time to spend on that stuff, and then don't focus. Spend your time on working and doing the thing that important.
Yes,
Uh, yeah.
I will. I will do it.
Okay. Also, a recommendation is the sooner you get yourself off from Facebook, the better for your health. It's my recommendation. You don't have to do it, but it's my recommendation. Normally, when you just engage into Facebook, it's well, you engage yourself in a lot of unhealthy conversation. And sometimes, let's say you do not engage into any conversation, would you just read into Facebook? You read in some kind of model. They took yourself look nice, or some people they spend your time in going holiday or something. For some reason, it's gonna make yourself feel bad. So there are two reasons. Normally, you're gonna compare yourself with the person that you're looking at.
Mm,
Second reason, or that when you're looking for all the person that they go to holiday, you may say that okay, I want to go holiday as well. Well, it make you more depressing.
yeah.
Okay, so it's just my recommendation. You don't have to do it. It's just over 10 years, 20 years of you all these things plus a few bad experience. It come up to me. So now I cut myself off from social media at all costs. So I don't want to engage all of that. Yeah, even in ABVN, I believe ABVN a couple of weeks ago, they sent out an email, want me to join a Facebook group with teacher. Say, no, not gonna do it.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh, I am the student on the last call and this call, but this is the first time I met you.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Yes,
So
nice to meet
what?
you too.
So what do you feel? How do you feel so far? Going good or going bad? Thumbs up or go thumbs down?
It's going good. Yes.
Okay.
Um, because maybe I am familiar with something older, and
Wait, what?
and I
You familiar with something old?
yes I see yours. I see you set a lesson, two lessons in every week,
Yep.
and yes, and in the last call, in the I have uh, also more the time in the afternoons I spend on my university, so I can choose your lesson, and in the middle or in the last of this course, I feel that oh my god, in the last call and I can have lesson with you, so I feel so shy and I so afraid
Okay.
when I yeah, and so this time I will try, yeah, and it's
Okay.
good. I enjoy.
Okay, that'd be fine. Yeah, normally I have the appearance. So normally, if you pay attention, when I'm actually quiet and I'm intensively listening to you, my face look really scary. It look like mafia. Is that? Well, I have a lot of people saying that. So when I'm intense, well, pay attention to something or focus on something, my face looks really serious. So that could cause some issue to other people that are maybe afraid of me. So that why I always smiling with other people, even though I don't want to. It's tiring as well. Anyway,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
well, yeah, normally I only available 2 days a week because of my schedule. Well, even now, man, I try to force myself just to keep it with two days a week. Maybe in the future, maybe easier, or maybe freelier. But yeah, keep up with two sessions is I have to make myself to do it.
Yeah. And you have point of the point that's not similar with the other teacher. You don't ask me about you don't ask me introduction information about me about myself. So yeah, it's
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm thinking this right. Every single time I'm gonna meet a new student, they're gonna introduce themselves. Well, put into perspective of the student, and because I only have two available sessions per week, doing that is kind of waste 20 minutes of you already, sometimes 30
mm,
minutes. Well, and then if I introduce myself, plus maybe another 10 or 15 minutes on top of that, leave you about like 20 minutes to actually engage something meaningful for you to learning
mm,
English. So I'm kind of waste. And I actually put everything about myself in my bio. So when you're reading all of that, you're happy with it, that's fine. If you have some question, you can ask me later on. I'll explain it rather than I'll just go, I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. My future, like this, blah, blah, blah. It's wasting time. I don't like it.
mm.
So, do you want to know anything about myself? Just because you mentioned it. So, do you want to know more anything about myself? I can explain to you. Otherwise, we can move to some different perspective or different subject or different topic that we can talk about. It,
Do you have any um experience in your life?
what do you mean? Can you be more specific? I
Oh,
have a lot of experience in my life, but in what area do you want to know?
oh, it's studying.
In studying?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell
Mm,
you that. I failed my university entries after I graduate year 12, so that's why I moved to Australia.
Mm,
So that a bad experience. Then later on, I moved to Australia, so I have to pay everything for myself by myself. I went to 1 year of compulsory English, and then moved to university, and then spent about maybe 4 years, 4 year and a half in university. Even though I'm learning in university, most of my time I'll just spend time working in the kitchen, or someplace else. I work in multiple job, kitchen hand, chef, cook, working as a farmer, mechanic, cleaner. Now I'm working as a project coordinator, moving to site manager, project manager, well, store manager. I work in a lot of places. But my education record is not that good. I can tell you that.
mm.
Is that answer
Oh,
your question? Is that answer your question?
yes, I just want to listen to you. Yeah. Oh, you work in many places.
Yep.
Oh, and and what's in the 4 years to university you do on the job?
Yeah, because when I moved here, I have to pay everything for myself. At that time, I believe every year I have to pay somewhere about 25 to 30,000 a year, plus rent, plus car travel, living expense, utility bill. So because all of that expense is gonna add up about 50,000 a year, and I have to, well, go to work to make that money. Just to give you a perspective, a full-time person in Australia, the lowest income is about 50 to something 60,000 a year in the lowest income. So I have to work somewhere about 40 hour, sometimes maybe 60 hour a week, just to have enough money to pay all of that. So so my uni life is just working all the time. I rarely spend time at university unless I have to do some exam.
Hmm,
Yeah.
nice.
So I do not have a good record of study.
Good record of studying.
Well, I do not have a good record on my grade. So normally,
Ah,
my GPA at the moment, do you know what GPA mean?
yeah, it's GPA. Yeah.
Okay, my GPA is about five something out of eight. 5.5 out of eight. So it just slightly above average.
Oh, 10 is the
Oh, hang
highest.
on, hang on, wait. Let me have a look again. What is the high GPA in uni say? High, highest GPA uni say. Oh, seven. I'm 5.5 out of seven. Still,
Oh,
just slightly above average. I'm not that have. I do not have that impressive school record or study record or grade.
but you have many work experience.
Yeah, well, I have work experience in some kind of more labor intensive kind of work. I only have more experience in higher education work after I graduate. I graduated in 2017 or 18. I actually joined the workforce of higher education about 2021. A lot of it could be, I'm saying could be because of, well, a kind of conflict with my visa. So after I graduate in about 2017, I do not apply. I'm trying to apply, but I couldn't be accepted to work in some big organization or Australian organization because of my visa. At the time, I only have student visa or graduate visa. So normally, if you apply for work in some big organization, they require you to have a permanency residency. I got my permanency residency is somewhere about 2021. After I got that, it's opened my path. So it's opened my path wider. So it helped me give me a lot of more opportunity for me to improve myself after that. Yeah. Any more question?
Mm,
No, go
and
ahead. I don't really shy. So I sign up for this. I prepare myself to answer to all of your questions. That's fine.
what is your job right now?
Right now, I'm doing 3 or 4 jobs at the moment. I'm working at a project coordinator. Pro-
Coordinate?
project coordinator. Do you know what project coordinator mean?
No,
Right. Project coordinator. Normally,
I can look search.
no, I'd rather explain myself to you. At the moment, in my company, when let's say in a construction work, right? So normally
Mm,
a construction company do not build one house at a time. They build multiple houses at a time.
mm,
At the time, I managed about 40, 40 projects to go to site. No, that 40 jobs, just say Australia. If I add in Queensland, is up to about average every week. I coordinate about 25 jobs to go to site just to make sure that the site's ready, materials there, and then book the labor, manage um, some kind. You have a kind of bricklayer, for example, like that. You have labor to go on site to
mm,
erect the project, make sure that it's done, and they finish the job, sign out, go. So I manage about 25 jobs to go to site every kind of weekly around that, just to make sure. It used to be a lot of issue in the previous system. When I take over, I sort all of that out. I
mm,
I make a, a lot of automate system in there, kind of forecast, make a clear path for them, and then I'll work out what is the capacity of the company, work out with it, and forecast it the exact day based on whatever that come out to the system. Because I can go in there, look into the system, come out with a projectile in the future and work out with the base capacity. So if I'm looking to, let's say you have a lot of clients sign a contract with you, and
mm,
you do not see that. Normally when it come down to the project coordinator, they actually blind. They do not know whatever that the sales team do. So I actually dig data out of it, project that, and relay back to my factory operator, improve labor and improve the production capacity in the factory, raise it up and forecast when it come down to my end. So I have enough. We actually have enough labor to manufacture that much project in the center side. Otherwise, when it's you kind of miss forecast a bit when it come down to you, you're gonna be swallowed alive because now you have a lot of demand, but your supply kind of short. And if you're doing something like that, it's gonna blow out the project time
mm,
frame. And first, it's gonna upset your customer. Second, it's gonna drop your cash flow because the more you hold up the client, the
mm,
longer they're gonna pay back to your money. So normally in Australia, they're paying you as state. So let's say you have the concrete finish, the client pay you, frame up, client pay you, and then break up, client pay you. Kind of similar like that. Does that make any sense?
understand. Yeah, um, but not almost. But I understand what you say.
Okay.
Just a little.
Yep. Yeah, I do not expect you to understand all of that because I do a lot of technical technical work. So just I'm just trying to make it as easy as or as seamless as possible to explain to you. So I expect that. So all good. Other than that, I progressed to work to a site manager. So I'm actually inspection the site, going to site, checking whether they doing the work properly, and then inspects the design of the house. Is it according to the specs, specification? When I'm saying spec, it means specification set out by the company, set out by the government. Is the architecture or the drafter they drawing the house correctly? If they do not draw the
Mm.
house correctly, it's gonna affect the project on site. Well, when you draw it in the plan or your ArchiCAD, it's really easier for you to do that. But let's say if you design that wrong, you send to site, it takes a lot of time for the people on site to actually fixing the problem. Okay, so I'll normally want to make sure that you inspect the drawing to see that they do it correctly. They I used to use like 2D just to compare the specification between the client and what we're drawing. Now they have some kind of 3D, but you also need some kind of understanding how the construction work, how the drawing work to detect where is the problem, what is missing from the drawing. So I'm doing that, and I'm working as a property manager as well. Now I'm also working as a manager in a bakery. That's a family business, plus few more things. So
Uh,
I'm working at a multiple position at the moment. Yeah,
and you, and you are to the managers.
yeah.
That's good too.
No, before it's the manager, it's just a title. It's not that really big of a deal. The most important thing is what do you learn from your job, and then you can build up your experience. Let's say, and then you have to build yourself up to have some kind of a passive income. So let's say you being laid off, you can still have some kind of income to cover for you. And let's say the company hit a crisis period where they have to cut down labor.
Mm.
Let's say you have a good knowledge of what you do and you have a experience in a lot of area. When the company want you to cut down labor, well, they want to keep you. But let's say you don't want to work at the company, you want to move to a different company for a higher pay rate. Now you have all of that experience accumulate for yourself. You can easily apply for other company to get a higher pay rate. But with me, my priority is to work in a company where it's easy for my mental health and have a lower pay rate compared to if I work in a company that have a higher pay rate but it affect my mental health. I'd rather not
Mm.
doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you like to do what you like.
Yeah, you can interpret it that way. Yeah, kind of
Yeah. And the last, um, do you have any advice for me?
advice.
Yes, I listen to many advice and I I say okay, okay, but mm, yes, I want to listen to you.
Well, you are already said it yourself. Just do it. Well, it's honestly it's a good time. Well, sometime in a lot of situation, well, most of the situation, you do not want to stop yourself just to be free. So always try something for you to do. A lot of, like, let's say, for example, in a combat situation, right? When you fighting with the enemy, you don't want to sitting duck at one place. You always do something. The more you do, the more your brain being active, and you figure out how to deal with the situation. You say enemy is shooting at you, you do not sitting there doing nothing, and then just like, well, being shooting at, find some way to shoot back at the enemy, different angle,
mm,
whatever, figure out something to do. And a lot of situation where you over analyzing yourself, it leading you to be freeze by your overthinking. The only way to break down from that overthinking is just doing something. Even though that is stupid action, just do it.
yeah, and you know about the zodiac. Uh, yes, ODICT.
ODICT. Is that some kind of star shit? Zodiac? Is it?
Yes, 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 yes.
What about it?
Um, oh, I can't explain, but the zodiac it has explained has influence on my personality. Um, I am a perfect person. Um, mm, if I can, but if I feel it's, we can talk about this next time.
That
I
fine.
will yeah. I will.
Now we can finish it off. So normally when I'm teaching my student, I'm not gonna cap at 1 hour. I can roll it out for the next 15 to 20 minutes just to finish something that we need to finish. Who never know? Like maybe next week you can't register for me. Well, um, the thing. Do you know who the perfect person is? That's Steve Jobs. Okay,
Steve.
but my this is my recommendation. Instead of trusting on a zodiac, read about the other 12, right?
Oh,
Read about
yeah.
terriers, read about, oh, fucking no, like there are 12 of them. I'm not sure, I do not remember. Read about 12 of them. I'm pretty sure in the other 12, you will find something that applying to yourself.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
it,
sometimes I believe in that.
the thing is, I never believe in that because I always think at 1 minute, every second, there is a child born in that second, and their life, their face is not going to be the same. Some child being born in a very poor family, some child being born in a very rich family, in a very different environment, and from different environment, you're gonna experience a lot of different things. And if you just believe in zodiac, you stop yourself from become a better version of yourself because you're being trapped in the belief that okay, this is my zodiac, I'm gonna live like that, I'm that person. So if you keep believing that, you will never become a better version of yourself. That is my recommendation.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, well, if you want to talk about religion or let's say ghosts or something, there are quite a few students ask me about that already. I have like quite a debate with them. So next time when we meet again, you can ask me that. I can give you a whole debate about it.
Mhm. About the religions.
Religion, ghosts, afterlife, haunted hell, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I do not believe all that, any of that. But I respect the person who believe in that. I do not force them to believe what I believe. So that is different.
Mm,
Okay. When I was young, I have a really different view on that. Always try to, okay, everything that I think is correct, it has to be that, and people have to follow my opinion. That's a good. That's in a good. That is not good idea.
mm, yes. The person advice we yeah. I don't know what to explain my ideal. But I think we can choose what is the best for yourself for myself.
Hmm.
We yeah. Mm. That's like it. And I my favorite book is The Thorn Birds.
Wait, what?
I can charge in the in the
Yeah, you can
book.
you can send me a text message.
Yes. Mm, yeah.
The
And
Torn Bird. Okay, what's that about? Let me have a look.
Nobody Boys. I read the novel. Uh,
And Nobody Boy. It's some kind of non-fiction or fiction book.
Fiction.
Okay.
Why are you laughing? I don't know.
No, the thing is, I'm past the. I'm not sure I should say I'm past the non-fiction book. So normally I do not really pay attention to non-fiction book. I read a lot of non-fiction book when I was young, but now I'm kind of really hesitate why. But what is it about? Let me have a look.
Oh, it's the non-fiction.
Some non-fiction, some
Mm,
more Colin McCullough, the span decade following the. Oh, that novel! Come on.
not novel. Yes, I say that it's a two novel I read.
Yeah. So normally, well, to me, fiction book and novel are the same.
Oh, yeah. I know what you
Oh,
mean.
to me. Okay,
Mm,
different person have a different perspective. Um, Love, sacrifice, ambition, intensity, destiny. Oh, okay.
mm, oh,
So,
I read many novels.
hmm.
Yeah.
The title referred to a mythical bird that impaled itself on a thorn to sing its most beautiful song.
Mm,
Okay. No, no judging. I'm not judging. It's just like, I'm not gonna read this book. What I'm doing right now, I'm actually at ChatGPT to summarize it. Well, it basically talk about general idea about love, sacrifice, ambition, and destiny. Well, normally when I read all of this, I reading about book about history. It shows a lot about love, sacrifice, ambition, and destiny. More importantly, if you're reading about genocide of the Jew people due to World War II, or not Germany, Hitler do some
mm,
kind of um, genocide. They actually burn people alive, though it's more heavier than this. This is just some kind of a lightly touching book. It's not. How should I say? In Vietnamese, they say đủ đô. You know what I mean? This book is
yeah.
not đủ đô for me. It's not đủ đô for me. I'm more heavy though.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
I'm in a more heavier level of book. So don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna well criticize you for reading this book. It's just yeah. But let's say a nobody boy summarize. Hector Remy often traveling musician across France, by time and okay, right. Okay, this book is read about a boy and his animal, stuff like that, etc. As an orphan. Okay, resilient kindness, soul discovery, making a classic of children, French children literature. So this is a book for children. Nah, don't get me wrong. Um, yeah. Okay, this is good.
Yeah, today I can learn from you a sentence. You don't get me wrong. I learned this sentence.
Ah, okay. That's a kind of a slang that people say a lot.
Mm,
Um, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we have a very good session today, so I'm enjoying talking with you, to be honest. Yeah. So
Thank you.
no worry. Okay, I'll maybe see you next time. Any last opportunity? Any question for me so far? Any question you want to ask so far?
Also, I want to share with you that when I have free times or I cooking or I am cleaning my house, I often listen to postcard or video about the history, politics, economic, um, and what we say astrology,
Geology?
um, 天文学.
Ah, astrology.
Yeah, yeah,
Astronomers
yeah.
lies or something like that. Yep.
Yes, I listen to London to acquire new knowledge. Yes,
Yeah, that's
that's
good.
all.
What
But
what I'm curious, what are your favorite podcasts?
um, my favorite podcast is you know um a person who named Hill TV.
Ah, okay, sorry. You're talking about Vietnamese podcast. Oh fuck.
Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yes, let me
Nah,
pause.
that's fine. That's fine. I actually listen to a lot of podcasts as well, but it's in English. I do not watch podcast in Vietnamese. Unfortunately.
Mm,
Unfortunately.
yes, and maybe you can share with me in the next time.
Okay. Okay, I'll see you
Yeah,
next time. Have fun.
thank you.
All right.
Yes,
Have a good day. Bye.
yes, you have good day. Bye bye.